by law and in the tribunals, in the courts.
This is New York. There's always going to be people on both sides. The original votes on term limits were controversial. Everything we do is controversial. That's what democracy is all about. If the city council passes a bill to change term limits, I said I would sign it. And what it really does is it just gives the voters another option. It by no means says to the voters that they don't have any choice. They just have another choice, and they will be able to make that choice, and they will look at the candidates and decide who they think is best to lead the city forward. Sir,
you've gotten a lot of support in the media about your proposal. What are you hearing from the city council?
I've just read in the paper. I really haven't talked to very many people from the city council about it. Every once in a while over the last few months, city council people have stopped me in the front plaza of City Hall and mentioned that they are in favor or opposed to it. But I haven't talked to any of them recently. I've just read some of their comments in the paper. Yes, sir.
Mr. Mayor, you've been so outspoken in favor of term limits. Can you tell us when you started to think about doing this and when you finalized your decision?
Make no mistake about it. I still think term limits are a good thing. I talked to Harry Reid this morning. He is opposed to term limits. He called me to tell me that he thinks that we should get rid of term limits every place in this country. I don't happen to agree with that. I think term limits are a good thing. 2 terms or 3 terms, I think, is a very different debate. The question is, what is an appropriate length of time for people to learn, understand the magnitude of the problems, and then be effective? And you can make that case for 2 terms or 3 terms. In this case, after listening to everybody, I've been convinced that 3 terms is right, but make no mistake about it. I still think that term limits are something that adds to democracy. I understand the argument that it takes away choice.